Has the recent polar vortex killed your battery like it did mine? For the last few months, I've been keeping this battery on life support because it doesn't love the cold so much, so I'm replacing it. So to find out what battery you need, go into the trunk or wherever yours is located and take a look at this label right here. Now you can see the cold crank amp rating of 850 and an amp hour rating of 92. So I don't see it anywhere on this label, but the size rating is H8. I'll show you that on the new battery. That's the one you'll need for this specific car. So the new battery I got is a SuperStart Platinum. I got it from a local O'Reilly's store. So as you can see here, I bought the battery 49 PLT, if you want to get the same one I have. And you can see the cold crank amp rating of 850 and an amp hour rating of 92. And like I said before, a size of H8. So the first steps to get this battery out is to remove this terminal right here. That is a 10mm bolt right there. And also the 10mm bolts holding in the bracket here and here. The 10mm terminal right here, loosen that up a little bit and remove that from the terminal. I do find sometimes it helps to use a plastic pry tool, very important to not damage anything. There we go. As you can see, that loosened it up. Perfect. So cover that in a cloth so that does not touch anything it's not supposed to. And I almost forgot the other terminal. That one right there is also a 10mm on the right hand side there. Take that bracket off. All right, so once you've removed that terminal and that terminal, the last thing to do is to remove this 13mm bracket right down there, and then the battery should pull right out. So this bracket just comes right out. One more thing I almost forgot. See this little vent hose right here? That just vents all the toxic fumes out of the battery, and pull that out just by hand and you are good to go. All right, so once you are here, you're gonna want to remove the battery from the car. Now this is gonna be pretty heavy. These are about 50, 60 pounds. So here we go. All right, so in goes the new battery. Just drop it right into place. All right, so the next step is to remove these caps from the terminals on the battery, so you can put the cables back on. All right, so now to connect the positive terminal, that slides right on, and the negative terminal over here, that also slides right on, and the car powered right up. So the next step is to tighten everything back down, and next up, the bracket right over the top. And don't forget to pop the vent hose back in there on the side. And there we go. So the next step is to code the new battery to the car. Now, even though I got one with the exact same battery specs, the car adjusts the charge and discharge rate over time as your battery ages. So you do need to tell the car that the battery is new. I'm going to be using this pretty cheap VPeak OBD2 reader and the BimmerLink app, which makes it pretty simple. So first put your car in accessory mode and open the BimmerLink app and hit connect. So that will connect to the OBD reader. And once you're here, go into the battery section in the middle and register new battery. So once you hit register new battery, you're going to get these two options. If you get the same exact battery type that you had before, then hit same capacity and type. But if you got a different battery type, say a non-AGM battery or a different amp hour, then you're going to hit different capacity or type. Now, when you do that, you're going to get this message saying you need to code that in BimmerCode. And if you go ahead and do that, which I did not have to do, you will get these options. So you want to select the closest amp hour rating and type to your battery. Now, I had a 92 amp hour AGM, which is closest to this selection right here, the 90 amp hour AGM. And that's what my car was coded for previously, and it lasted 4 years that way. So I selected register same battery and type. Then hit register new battery. And you are good to go. And the car should start right up. Starts very quickly, much better than before. All right, so the car runs and drives perfectly fine, and I'm off to go recycle the old battery. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.